Hello, everybody. I'm Wendy Drew.
And I'm Pamela Drew, and welcome to Drunk on Politics.
Immigration Part 2. So,
Yes.
we left you on a semi-cliffhanger where Pam was supposed to start talking about her immigration solution, her solution to this immigration problem that we are now, have always had problems with anyway, to be fair. So, I did ask you a question, Pam, and I'm going to repeat this question. If you were given charge of an immigration policy, what policy would you come up with?
Great question. Okay, so this is a very good question. And I feel like, I might have solved immigration's 101. No, I'm kidding. My point of view is not like a solid solution. It's just an idea. I've sat and I've listened to multiple groups of people. I've listened to Americans' point of view. I've listened to immigrants' point of view. I've met different types of people in the US, right? I've met people that are so-called illegal, and they've told me their stories. And I've also met people who came to the country because of some sort of war in their country, but they came the right way. I mean, to be fair, I dated an asylum seeker. He left persecution, Christian persecution in Jordan at the time. But they took a flight to the US and seeked asylum. And they received asylum because the war was strife against Christianity in Jordan. So I understand all those points. I understand people's backgrounds. I understand it completely. And I understand people's frustration, specifically now with the current administration and how they have mishandled the immigration problem. I honestly think, in my point of view, I honestly think they did mishandle the immigration problem very much. And I also don't like how, the administration that's about to come in, I don't like the way he's been demonized about immigration, because presidents before him.
Did you vote for him?
No, I didn't. I didn't vote for him. I'm not going to tell you who I voted for. However, though, I don't like it when he's being demonized for saying things that other people have said it behind closed doors. You see what I mean? He's just vocal about it. A lot of what he says, he didn't just hear it from anywhere. He heard it from closed doors, but he's just vocal about it. You see, he just wants to be an open book. So let's first start with one point. The first point for me is birthright citizenship. He speaks about how he wants to take that away. If you start studying birthright citizenship and you start looking at the nuances of birthright citizenship, you will then understand what he's talking about. Okay? What he's talking about is that not so long ago, there used to be a syndicate. I don't know if the syndicates are still going on, where foreign nationals were coming in, pregnant women were coming in on tourist visas to give birth in the US. And obviously, once you give birth in the US, they stayed for maybe 3 months and they went back home with their kids. These kids are now American citizens. These kids then grow up in said countries with said values. Okay. Then at the tender age of 18, 19, they then come back into the US to study and to stay. Okay. I look at that. I'll be honest with you. Unless you gave birth in America, and these kids stayed in America and learned American values, then I'll be like, okay, these are true Americans. These other kids are not true Americans because they were raised elsewhere. So they have their own thinking, their own mentality, their own indoctrination. In my mind, when I look at this, that's an indirect form of terrorism. Mm-hmm. Because now this person was born in America, but not raised on American values, will then come here, join parliament. Join the Senate, join
politics,
Congress, join politics, right? And start indoctrinating in their own way. It's dangerous. And I see where that is coming from. Because that's how I'm thinking. I'm thinking, wait a minute. It is an indirect way of terrorism.
Okay? I mean, that's the same reason why South Africa was like, we will not give citizenship to to people that come into South Africa and give birth and leave. Mm. If your both parents are immigrants or foreign nationals, and you happen to be born in South Africa, you only get it when you're over 18. You have to have been raised in South Africa. See? And your parents must also go through the citizen process for you to eventually get citizenship. Or I think they wait until you're 18 and then you go through your process.
Right.
getting your citizenship instated.
And I think that's the same thing in England. So my kid, let's say I happen to give birth in England, if I decide to have a child, my kid will not be automatically English, regardless of them being born there, unless their father is English, then they become an automatic English citizen. My child will have to be raised in England in order for it to then gain its own citizenship at a certain age. You see?
Which
Same
is
thing,
fair,
which is only fair, to be fair.
because at
So
least you're
the
not you're
US
not
was very
washing
lenient.
the culture.
No, you're not.
Let's talk reality here. Every country wants its own culture, and they want to remain true to their values, true to the country's values, true to that patriotic value. So when you are indoctrinated in another country's values, and then you come in, it's human nature where you're gonna bring that country's culture and values into your so-called birth country, right? And try change things, maybe.
Yeah,
Who knows?
because
And
in your mind, you've been taught how they live is wrong.
and that could be an indoctrination from your
Precisely.
country
Oh,
of being, yeah.
yeah, your country of growth.
Yes, I'll tell you, country of growth. Because it's not country of birth, right? It's country of
Yeah,
growth.
right. So then you can see his perspective, his point of
Is
view.
it his perspective though? Because the news has done a very good job in villainizing him, in saying that he hates immigrants.
I
I
don't
mean, he
honestly
did. I mean,
believe.
to be fair, he did run on the ticket of "I'm gonna deport all immigrants.
Yeah,
I'm
but
gonna
then
deport. I want to get rid of birthright citizenship." And
yes,
okay,
yeah,
Pam. My question to you is, right? My question to you is that his thought system? Is it thinking about an indirect way of terrorism? Is that information? But he's not simplifying his reasoning. Is that what it is? Because I don't know. What is that? Because
well,
it's
I
very
mean,
confusing here. It's very confusing.
so the thing is, I would say he possibly is because he's married to an immigrant woman.
Okay.
His first wife was an immigrant,
Okay.
right? So obviously there's all this pillow talk because she's a very smart woman. So there's obviously some pillow talk, right, about A, B, and C, right? Because
Yeah.
then why does he want to get rid of birthright citizenship? Do you not honestly think that
I don't think he can get rid of birthright citizenship because it's part of our
see,
constitution.
this is what I want to say is that he now needs to try fight a winning battle because he's definitely going to lose this one. Hey, half of Congress don't like him. So already you've lost. Already you've lost. If you're trying to get rid of birthright citizenship, already you have lost it. Right. So instead of saying, let's get rid of birthright citizenship, why doesn't he say, let's amend birthright citizenship? Amend. Meaning that if you were born in the US, right, on a tourist visa mother who then left at 3 months to then raise you in another country, right, then that means you're not an American citizen. Just like South Africa does it, just like England does it. It doesn't mean that you're an English citizen or a South African citizen. It
Okay.
just so happened that you were born there. But it does not make you a citizen because you were not raised there. However, though, let's say you come in and you're on a J1 or whatever long-term visa, okay? And you give birth in the US. Then your kid is a citizen. Because in most cases, you would have gotten pregnant in the US. So then your kid is a citizen.
Yeah.
Whether you overstayed your visa or whatever, the
Or
fact
you are an
remains,
illegal immigrant.
or even if you are an illegal immigrant, then that child is a citizen because, mind you, you're not going back anywhere. You're raising this kid here
In
in the
America.
US.
Yeah.
Right. However, for the ones that came here for 2-3 months, gave birth because then this is a quick road to citizenship for my kid, then go and indoctrinate them in another country, then no. That is now where we draw the line.
You
That
must
is where
live.
you
Even
must
if you're an
live.
illegal, even if you overstayed your visa,
You must
if you
live.
got pregnant in the country, like no, actually, you must have gotten pregnant in the US. I'm only joking,
Well, I mean,
but
okay, Wendy, people can
I'm,
go anywhere and
I know. I'm just joking. I'm just joking. Like birthright citizenship would be like, just say both your parents are foreign nationals.
right.
Say both your parents are foreign nationals, so your birthright citizenship will come in play, and you have that right to be a citizen of the U.S. if you were born and at
And
least
raised.
partially raised or
Raised.
raised in the
Raised here.
U.S.
Exactly. Exactly.
Not in all honesty though, the syndicate was actually got an article about it. I'm gonna read it quick. So the syndicate, what was going on is here, a California man was actually sentenced on Monday. I think this last week. Yes, on the 16th of December. He was
Wow.
sentenced on the 16th of December, on Monday, to nearly 3.5 years in prison for running an extensive business that helped pregnant Chinese women travel to the United States to deliver babies who would automatically have American citizenship. But can you see what I mean now, right? They did not conceive in the US.
No, they didn't.
So it was just for them to come give birth and then leave.
But then that's what I see now.
Yeah.
If you look at it that
So
way, if you look at it that way, do you not think that is some sort of indirect
terrorism.
form of terrorism?
I get you. I get it.
You
I
see what I
mean,
mean?
they were charging, and it wasn't just Chinese nationals though. It was rich Russians, rich Chinese, rich Africans.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so yeah, it was families with money, and
Yeah.
they were being charged a good. I mean, they were making money here. They were being charged as much as $40,000 for services. I mean, you need to have a lot of money if you're coming from China. You're coming from where they're getting this money from. They must be rich. And I mean, again, where are they getting the money from? $40,000 to come just to give birth and leave. Where are you getting the money from?
That's what I'm saying.
That's another
So
question: is where they're getting the money from? Because let's
exactly.
be realistic here. I mean, rich Russians, rich Chinese can buy their citizenship by merely giving 500,000 to get a green card. They got that kind of money.
Right.
So I guess, or maybe this is a cheaper way
I guess
of
so.
getting the citizenship when you got 40,000. It's so easy, boom, you know?
Yeah,
So,
I mean, it's not illegal to come and give birth, but then they are obviously lying to the immigration officer.
oh yeah. So it's not illegal to come and give birth in the US. That's not the illegal part. The illegal part is that they were being trained.
Right.
They would actually have to wear baggy clothes so they don't look pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
And they were lying to immigration authorities for reason of coming to the country, right? Like, I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to travel, I'm going to do this. Meanwhile, they were actually just coming to give birth
You
and
see?
obtaining citizenship for their children. Once your children turn 18, their children can, sponsor them citizenship.
You see now, can you see? I mean, again, like I mentioned in the first part of this episode, that yes, I come from a space of privilege and yada, yada, yada. However, though, you got to think of it in so many different ways. Like I said, that is a indirect form of terrorism, if you think about it.
That's your point of view. That's what
That
you.
is my point of view, right?
Okay.
Now, moving forward,
Yeah.
how do we solve this problem?
So I don't think the problem here is birthright citizenship. I'll
Mm.
just say to this new incoming administration, forget about that. Dissolving it, taking it out of the constitution. I mean, no one even couldn't even take out the whole bare arms nonsense. You can't even solve that problem. I mean, I don't think you're gonna win this one.
Yeah, the thing
Don't think.
is, well, I'll be
Okay.
honest with you.
So
He's not going to win it. He's not going to win it because it is part of the amendment. It's part of the 14th Amendment. It's very difficult. You would need almost 100% backing for this. Almost 100%.
a major
Literally,
majority.
that's a massive majority. Literally a filibuster. Is that what they call it?
I don't know. I don't know
I
the.
don't know.
Someone
Just
correct us. Let us
someone
know.
correct us.
Educate us a little bit.
Educate us a little on these political terms. Half of Congress, half of the Senate, half of everybody in on the Hill don't like him.
Again, he faces
So he's never gonna
legal.
win it. However, though, maybe if he changes the jargon, he changes the vocabulary and says amend, maybe they will start listening. And I would suggest amending it that way. You
So
see?
people that have if you conceived in America,
Yes.
and if you conceived in America and you gave birth in America, and that child deserves. I mean, you conceived in
Well,
America.
I mean, we
No,
all
no,
do
hold on.
because
These syndicates. Can you keep quiet for 2 seconds?
okay.
These syndicates are for people that you would have not conceived in America
No,
if
you
you
wouldn't.
came.
You wouldn't
You would
have.
have
No.
not conceived in America if through just to give birth and leave. You would have not. Where? You came conceived in 3 months, you're gone. You
Yeah.
came here pregnant. So where would you have conceived? And you're
Yeah.
coming here towards the end of
Your
towards
pregnancy.
giving birth. So maybe we could write it down like this here. If you're on a tourist visa, right, and you happen to give birth in America and you leave after 3 months, your child does not get citizenship. Finish and clear. I mean, but if you conceived, but for everybody else that's either conceived in America and has given birth and raised their kids, that child deserves their birthright. That is their birthright. This
That
is
is their birthright.
of
Yes,
birth.
that is their
Whether your
birthright. Yeah.
parents are both immigrants or not, that this is your country of birth. Because
Yes.
you're going to go to school here, you're going to be indoctrinated in American values. You're going to be
Yes.
American. I've even seen children that were funneled through the border. The minute they come here, they go to school. They now Americans. I mean, let's talk about the darkers.
Yes.
They Americans. These kids are Americans.
Yeah.
They are indoctrinated. They have American values, and yes, they should not be punished because they don't know what was going on, and they should
No.
not be punished. So we need to get to the point now. Okay, just get to the point of how you would solve this problem.
Okay. Getting to the point. Everybody gets an orange card.
Who's everybody?
Illegal immigrants or people that overstayed their visas, they get an orange card. Okay.
People that overstayed your visas as well.
People that have overstayed their visas as well. Right? Why are we leaving them out? Because technically, the people that overstayed their visas did get vetted. Right? They are known that they've overstayed their visas. It's just that they're not causing any trouble. So they are known by the government that these people are here. They exist. The government knows that they're here because they came in and got vetted. The only difference with them is that they can get married to American citizens and then have a pathway to a green card. That's the only difference because they've been vetted. Okay. The others have not been vetted. So there's so many people out there that have never been vetted. We don't even have their biometrics on the system. You see? However, though, everybody gets their orange card. They can work and they can travel. So now we vet you. You come forward. You get your orange card. Obviously, you apply for it. You and your
I
whole
think it should
family.
be a different system for people that have overstayed their visas.
What do
Right.
you mean?
This is my point. Like, if you overstayed your visa, and you've been here over 10 years, over 15 years, you never committed crimes, you're working, you're doing what you're doing, you were vetted. You got your I-94. Is it your I-94 card?
I
As long as you have your I-94 card, I think there should be a pathway to citizenship for you.
see now. I hadn't finished. I hadn't finished.
But not the orange card.
No,
Maybe
listen
the
to
purple
me.
card. Go on.
Just listen to me.
Okay, get to the point. Quick.
Okay, when I say orange card, it just makes it easy.
No, you can't say orange card because now you're putting them all in one bundle.
Okay, let's do this. Okay. So, if you came to the country illegally without being vetted, you came through the border. You crossed
Everybody
the
comes
border.
through the border, Pam.
Okay, yes, I know. Okay, you know what I mean. If you came through, you
Illegally.
jumped across. If
Yeah,
you
yeah.
came illegally,
Yeah.
you get an orange card.
Okay.
If you were vetted, you came and you overstayed your visa, you get a purple card. Okay, because a purple card means that you can acquire a green card.
And eventually become a citizen.
Eventually become a citizen.
Okay.
Okay.
And the darker kids should.
And the
They
darker
get the
kids should
purple
definitely
card as well.
get their
The
purple
card.
cards, and so they can get their pathway to citizenship as well. However, older people, but then the darker kids' parents, they get the orange card.
Okay.
They came here illegally. Only the darker kids is who we are going to forgive because it's not their fault. None of this is their fault. They were literally just put in a car and they left on a very long holiday. So now the ones that came in illegally, right? No
Orange
vetting,
card.
nothing. Orange card. That
But you must have
means-
lived here for over 10 years, though.
Yes,
Not now. Not now.
No,
now.
you kind of moved in here 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Yes, 10 years and over. You get an orange card, right, which you obviously pay for. Let's throw a number, $800, which I think it should be $800. So every 3 years, you renew the card and you pay your $800. And that's
Make it
$800.
500. Make it 500. It's every
Okay.
3 years.
Okay,
Come on.
let's do this. If you
500.
listen, if you are single, 800. If you have a family, 500 each.
500. 500.
Okay, let's not argue about the amounts. Okay. Jeez.
Okay, come on.
500. Okay. So you paid that 500 every month to renew your orange
Every
card.
month? Make
Sorry,
up
I
your
mean
mind.
every 3 years. Sorry, every 3 years. So every
Why don't
3
you
years.
make it every 5 years?
No, every 3 years.
Dude, then the immigration system is just going to be bombarded with applications every 3 years. And then, okay,
No,
yeah,
no, no, no,
okay.
no. It
Okay,
won't
we're
be from body. It's
generating.
called AI these days, Winner, please.
Okay.
Technology is very advanced.
Okay, anyway, get to the points. Orange
My
card
point, my point is that they will never become citizens. Never. Never, never, never. Because we cannot condone this kind of
or
behavior.
reward
Because
this
or
behavior.
reward this kind of behavior. Right? So, however though, let them stay. Let them live on the orange card. Let them be able to travel on the orange cards. However, there are stipulations, there are rules whereby you cannot be gone for more than 3 months. You are gone for more than 3 months, you lose the orange card.
Okay.
You
No,
see?
more than a month.
Let's say 3 months. When some
Okay,
people,
let's
let's
say
say
two
three
months.
months.
Let's say 2 months.
Okay, more than 2 months. So
More than two
you
months.
cannot be, unless you show that, my God, I was in some sort of bad accident and I was in a coma for 3 months, then you
Reasonable.
don't lose it.
You have to
Yeah,
be reasonable.
right.
Anyway, orange card. You're never gonna be a citizen, but you're gonna be legal. You're gonna have legal. You can be you can travel. Something similar to DACA right now. You can work, you can
Exactly.
travel, and but you'll never be a citizen of the United States of
You will
America
never
because
vote. You
you
will never
never
vote
vote
locally.
because
You will never vote federally. You'll never vote. You
yes.
don't have the rights of a citizen.
Okay. But you
Right.
do have
However,
your
though, you have the rights to buy a car, to buy a house. Do you, boo?
and you should also have rights to access the money that your social security though.
No, no, that
Like
you
a
have
green
the rights to,
card,
but
yeah.
okay. Yes, that you have the rights to access
Anything
your
that you've
social.
contributed financially, you have right to access.
You have rights to access your social security.
But again,
100%.
you can't live off the government. We can't be food stamping
No,
you.
because even on a green card, I could
You
not get
can't.
benefits.
Exactly. When we're on green
I could
cards, we
not get
could not.
benefits on a green
And yet
card.
we're paying in a lot of
And
taxes.
I was
We're
paying
paying
my
our taxes, but we
taxes.
could not get the benefits of a citizen.
Precisely.
Okay, then you have your overstayers. Your overstayers get your purple card, and their punishment would be, unlike someone that gets a green card in 5 years, you can apply for citizenship. The purple card is your punishment would be 10 years on
10
that purple
years.
card before you can
Precisely.
gain citizenship of
Yes.
in the US. There you go.
Right. Even if
Okay,
you, even
purple
if
card
you,
of people.
no, 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 purple card. Wait. 10 years on that purple card and then green card
That
for
makes it
another 5
15
years.
years.
Yes,
I
excuse
mean,
me.
come on.
Hey,
No, no,
I'm
no.
being, you know what?
No,
It's
no,
better than
no.
living, Wendy,
No, 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 no,
Wendy,
no. I disagree
Wendy,
with
it
that.
is better than
I
living here
disagree.
illegally for sec.
But I
It is,
disagree with you. Okay, 5 years on a purple card, 5 years on your green card,
no,
and
10,
then
no, no, no,
citizen.
no. 10 years. 10 years on the purple card, 5 years on your green card, then citizenship.
Okay.
That,
Okay
sorry.
then. All right. Okay. Okay.
Sorry.
Okay. We'll agree on that one. That's the purple card. So the purple card is for people that came here and they were vetted,
Vetted.
everything. But and they came on long-term visas, short-term visas, tourist visas, but they were
And they
here
overstayed.
for over 5, 10 years now. They overstayed. Maybe at least they've been here for over 5 years. We'll say 5 years.
Yes. five
They've been
years.
here for 5 years and up. They overstayed your visas, like whatever J1, F1, PQ, whatever it is that they overstayed with. So they get a purple card. And this purple card allows them to travel, do everything for 10 years. And then after 10 years, I think that's a very steep penalty. But anyway, after 10 years, you get your green card, 5 years, you got your citizenship. I
And
mean, I
then
think it's still
also,
better
and then
than the
listen, and
orange
then
card.
also every three, yeah. But then also every 3 years you gotta renew it. Also for
No,
five
I
hundred
think
dollars.
every 5 years. I think it's a 5 year thing. We're not going to argue. Let them decide how many years. Okay, let's not
Okay.
argue on that. Okay,
Oh,
let's get.
so you suggest every 5 years they renew.
Yeah, every 5 years you
Okay. I
renew.
get where you're coming from because you don't want
I
to
mean,
bombard
imagine
the
being on an
system.
orange card for the rest of your life and you
Okay, every
renew it
five
every
years.
3 years. No, it
Okay,
should be
five
every
years.
5 years that you
Okay.
renew your orange card.
Fine, we'll
Every
we'll stick to
five.
5 years. Okay,
Yeah.
let's just pick
Bible, just
five.
penalize them
Five
the
to
way
every 15 years.
just drain the people. They can be paying their
I'm not
taxes
draining
now.
anybody. You're
They're gonna be
making money in America.
contributing. I know, but anyway, next step. Purple card. Okay, go back to the purple
Okay.
card. Okay, every 5 years they renew. They'll be on the purple card for 10 years. Then they get promoted to the green card for 5 years. Then they can apply for citizenship. Those are people
Right.
that just overstayed their visas on those long term, overstayed their welcome and their visas on those long term visas. Boom. Then we
Right.
get to the illegals that came through
The
the
border.
squiggly way, right? They jumped over
Yes.
fence, underground, however you're gonna put it, right? They
Right.
are just gonna be not rewarded. They were gonna be given an orange card.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing like a purple card. You can work, you can travel in and out the country,
Right.
whatnot, right? However, you will never ever become a citizen of the US.
Never.
Sadly, It is what it
Sadly
is.
not.
You forfeited your rights to becoming a citizen of America when you illegally came in and you weren't vetted and you weren't given that the fact that you weren't
Yeah.
given an I-94, sorry, not sorry, it is what that you made that choice.
It,
So
yeah.
that is the penalty. You'll never be
Yeah.
an American citizen. You'll never get awarded a green card. You'll just be on an orange card and you'll have you're going to work and travel. You won't be given
It's
problems,
better
right?
than not being able to do anything.
Exactly. Then
It's better. It's better.
of
Right?
course, you have, because the thing is, with people that have overstayed, and I get where you're coming from with people that have overstayed their visas, the thing is, only people that have overstayed their visas have a pathway to citizenship by
Yes.
becoming a family member of an American.
Right.
Right. But not everybody wants to become an American family member, right? So
Exactly.
that's why they just stay and like not get married at all. And they just stay here and they're not looking to get a green card or anything. They just here, they like the fact that they're just working and minding their own business, right?
Yeah.
So for them, purple card, it works for you. Yeah, okay.
But then now
And then
listen to this.
the darker kids, right? Let's just push them, figure out a way to give them their citizenship. They didn't ask.
Well,
And
yes,
that'll
yes,
be the end
yes.
of that'll be the end of this
Right.
group. If you're part of
Yes.
DACA right now, it'll be the end of that group, not again.
Not again.
Next, what else?
So if you think about this, right, how much money will we be making? Because every 5 years you got to renew, right? We're also going to be putting jobs, creating jobs. So instead of losing money, let's make money,
Okay.
because it's going to cost billions of dollars to just deport people,
That's true. It will
right?
cost billions of
However,
dollars.
though, it's
And we're
gonna
gonna
make
lose a lot of
it's
money.
yes, we're gonna lose a lot of money. So let them stay. Let them stay. Let them stay on an orange card, because think about like how many more people will be buying cars, how many more people would be shopping, would be paying taxes, and not just like, oh, federal tax,
How
income
many
tax.
more
No,
people will be
I'm talking about also
traveling?
sales tax. You
Exactly. And
know,
how many people will be traveling because they now know they've got an orange card? They're not fearful of
precisely.
being caught at the airport, being
No.
deported. I mean, a lot of these people are very wonderful people that are here just to
Yeah.
work and provide for their family. A lot of them are
Mm-hmm.
just like that. So give them a chance. Don't deport them.
Yeah.
Don't deport them. Give them a chance. Yes, deport the criminals. Yes,
Oh,
deport the ones
100%.
that
Oh,
are causing
100%.
havoc. Yes, deport those.
100%. Yeah.
Force the
However,
drug
though, the ones,
smugglers
because
and
because let's be honest, right? The only people that the incoming administration is going to be literally only able to deport like that are
are
the people that
criminals.
already have their notices,
Yes,
right? And the criminals, right? And that's probably about 2 million, right? But then now what happens to the rest? You can't deport all these people. So
because it's gonna
give them these
cost a lot
orange
of
cards. It's
money.
going to cost a lot of money. So give them these orange cards. Okay? Give them these orange cards. Let them work. Let them travel. Okay? Every 5 years, they renew these cards. And mind you, when we talk about everybody in the family, right? Not, oh, 500 for, no, no, no. It's 500 per person. No, 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 no. Don't look at me like that. Don't go. Listen, you're working here now. You can put that 500 aside. Sorry, not sorry. Listen, it's better than nothing. It's better than nothing, right?
Okay,
Would you listen? Would you rather eat nothing
I
or at
know what
least
you
a
mean.
slice of bread a day?
I know what you mean because I myself, being under an F1 visa, had to pay a shitload of school
Thank
fees.
you. And what about the school fees
I
you
mean,
paid?
my total, I can say my total investments in the American economy just for school alone was close to
Mm-hmm.
$50,000.
60,000, including those
60,
books,
including those books. And then you don't even,
right?
that's not even counting
Accounting,
accommodation,
accommodation,
food,
food,
and everything.
right?
Yeah. I get what you're
Okay.
saying. I get what you're
Okay.
saying.
And then
Yeah. I mean,
what about when now? What about when you had to change from a J1 to an F1? You had to pay for that.
yeah, I mean, yeah,
You had to
it's
pay for
true.
the
And my F1 had
the
to
status
renew
change. Then
again.
from F1 to you had to change your status, and that costs money. Lawyers cost money because you don't know how you're filling out those papers. You got to pay a lawyer. That
That's
costs
true.
money. So
So
sorry,
anyway,
I'm
we need
literally
to
giving
wrap
you.
up. We need to wrap up.
We need to wrap
And
up.
we
But however, though, Wendy, this is what I want to say. End of my little rant. So to the current administration, you're messed up. You're messed up with this immigration. Listen, to the incoming administration, do yourself a favor. People right now don't like you. Why don't you prove them wrong? Prove them wrong, right? Don't go around trying to cancel a birthright citizenship. Amend it. Tick. Then go now and say, hey, you know what? Let's give all these people these orange cards and these purple cards because you know what? Deporting all of these people is just going to cost us money. You know what? Let's give them these cards and let them pay every 5 years. We
and
put the
and and
rules.
and you know what? The penalty for people that were never vetted,
Yeah,
guess what? You'll never become a citizen of the
the citizen.
US. I'm sorry, but you'll have your orange card. It is what it is.
Yep,
Right.
yep.
I don't know what you're gonna do with the asylum seekers, but I'm talking about people here that just decided to come in illegally. And then the
Well, I
purple
mean,
card
maybe you
is
can
it is what it is.
listen. We can figure that out. It shouldn't be too hard to figure that out.
I mean, asylum is asylum, and they have their own reason why they're
That's what I'm
seeking
saying. So
asylum. So
that is a different
that's
story
very something
altogether.
different.
But you know what? You know what? We can figure that out. Okay, we can figure it out because everybody's story is different.
Yes.
Okay. However, though, give them the orange cards. They pay for that orange card for the rest of their lives every 5 years. And you are putting in money into the system. You then take that money to then secure your borders. You see what I mean? So be that person. Be that person who leaves a legacy after the 4 years that they are done. You can listen to what I'm saying. You can take my advice if you want to. You know what? But prove them wrong. That's all
Okay.
you got to do.
So you sure you didn't vote for him?
No, I just didn't listen. No, I didn't vote for anybody, right? My vote is my private thing, right? However, though, the thing is, I don't like it when people are villainized before they even enter. Listen, listen.
Okay.
At the end of the day, the proof is going to be in the pudding. At the end of the day, the proof is going to be in the pudding. Is it? Proof is in the pudding, right?
Yeah.
Right. And there was so much that has happened while he was in office and while he was out of office, right? And there's so much that the current administration has done, okay? At the end of the day, all the American people want is to be listened to. All the American people want is a safe space. All what American people want is to have food on the table. They don't care about your personal BS.
Okay, now we need to wrap it up. That's a
But
different
all
story
I'm
for
saying is
another
that
time.
they don't care about your personal BS, right? They just want you to listen to their problems and solve the problems that they are technically paying you to do.
So this is your 2 cent piece, and this is how you would solve immigration
That
if
is
given
how
the
it's solved
chance.
immigration.
Right. So if you came through, deporting them is not a very good idea.
Nope.
So give them not a pathway to citizenship, but a pathway to legally work and travel in the US. If you
Yes.
like it, you stay. If you don't like it, you know where the
Here you
door
go.
is. Boom.
100%.
All righty. Okay, right. So we're gonna wrap up our part two immigration. It sounds like part two immigration, but it's part
Part two.
two.
You're right. It
PART
does.
two immigration. Thank you for listening to Drunk on Politics, and thank you for listening. And I hope Pam's immigration plan um, is worth listening to.
I hope
Pam,
so too.
any more words?
Um, no, thank you for listening, guys. And, I do hope someone listens to this and hears my thoughts.
All right.
And maybe put it to practice.
We
You
got
never
to wrap it up, girl. We got to
know.
go. We got to go.
Okay.
All right, team. Thank you
Alrighty.
for listening and bye.
Bye.